Hello, my loves. Today is a little bit of a funny day. Also, the sound outside is pretty bad. Let's plug in Facebook. Oops. And speak through this. It's probably nicer. Okay. Okay. So, today, one of those days, which the nice thing is that when a day like this comes, where nothing feels quite right and doubt comes in and just like it's just not my chipper self. Now I know, I have finally understood that nothing is permanent. That's a good thing. And that usually, which now I'm bringing in attachment, which I don't want to do, like that's not the objective here. But usually, after a weird day or a couple of weird days, there's usually a breakthrough on the other side, which that's exciting news, right? Um, and with this, though, I have had days like this, and I have learned to navigate them and navigate myself in days like this, on days like that. And what I do and the concepts I lean on in days like this, I actually want to share. And so let's just make lemonade, shall we? We read, we contemplate, and we read again. Dear God, what would you have me know today? My love, speak. Your voice will call in who is meant to find you. And for this, your voice needs to be clear and unaltered by frequencies of doubt and frustration. Your sacral is key. Your joy is key. My love, I know you feel you're on the outside and the world doesn't see you for who you truly are. My love, the world does see you. There is a lot happening that will be shown to you only in hindsight. You focus on you, my love. Build yourself as love and see when you do it. Feel it, savor it, love it. Know that this is what you came here for. This is why all of this exists. Yes, you also want to play with all the other things, and you will. But the core, the greatest purpose of all of this is love. And you have become that. The world will follow you. Trust me. Love God. I was just smiling when I read your sacral is key, your joy is key. I don't have that much joy to offer today. But thank God I always got my wisdom, huh? All right. So, the one thing that I would like to tell you about is the concept of atemporal coherence, which, if you're connected to me through my mentor, Melanie and Lair, you have probably heard that term. Mm, and she has said it before. I'll say it again. She'll probably win a Nobel Prize for this one day. And so it is. So it shall be. Um, if not for that, for something else. Mm. And atemporal coherence, basically, in my words now. So there is a thing, like I've, heard and picked up things all my life. And whenever there was something that rang true, but I couldn't understand it, I would clip it. Like it would just happen. It would stay in my mind and wait for the moment where it landed and where I fully understood it. And one of those things that landed when I was young, like teenager years. And I never understood. I was never able to accept kind of bugged me. The thing was, everything you will ever be, you already are. Everything you'll ever be is already inside of you. And so I was like, well, in potential, what? Because clearly, I mean, that wouldn't be all too exciting that what I am today is all I'll ever be. Atemporal coherence begins to explain that. And atemporal coherence says that outside of time and space, outside of our 3D linear time realm, we exist in all versions of ourselves, from the past, from the future, all of it. There's no time. And our walking along the linear path of time has only been created so that we actually get to experience the distinction of us yesterday, us today, and us tomorrow. So it's for us. And now what happens is that today I can only experience today. And I can remember the past, and I can dream of the future, I can desire the future, I can envision the future, I can connect myself with the future. But we have been programmed to lean so heavily on evidence, meaning what you see is what you get, like right in front of you now, that we give that more meaning than the things we dream of, the things we feel in our heart are calling for us. And atemporal coherence basically says that in the quantum field, we are connected to everything we'll ever be now. It's already connected to us, an energetic string. And so the way I envision it, the visual that came with this is to imagine like I'm standing here with my arms spread out. And my arms, they don't end where my hands are. My arms go all the way in the past, and all the way in the future. And everything that I'll ever be, every moment that I will have in my life and impacting the person that sits in front of me, the person I'm talking to, and everyone who will ever be in contact with me, all my impact in the world. It's down one line. And then the other hand, all the way, all the beautiful moments that I've already experienced are down the other hand. They stretch all the way in the past, all the way in the future. And only me here in the middle, I sit here today looking out into the world going, I don't see it. I don't see it. And when I say I lean on atemporal coherence in moments like that, spread out my arms, close my eyes, and remember to what I am connected. I'm not just me now. I am me all the way in the past and all the way in the future. And I'm connected to this. And a moment where I cannot see, that's just a moment. It's just a day, a couple days sometimes, which doesn't happen often anymore. Like those kind of like meh days, they go so quickly, which that is part of the work that we do. We don't do this work to never be sad, to never feel hopeless. We do this work to come back quickly, effortlessly, and to know exactly the kind of things we have to tell ourselves in moments like that. And so I saw a reel um, this morning. I don't know. Um, and it showed a bed and a person who was kneeling down in front of their bed to pray. And you would just see this moment where they would step up, step to the bed, and then go down one knee, second knee, and then go into prayer pose. And then on top of it, it says, on days where I was lucky, and kneel down, pray. And then the same video started again. Like it's only like 2 seconds or something. Same guy steps up to his bed, kneels down to pray on days where I felt hopeless. And then the next 2 seconds on days where I forgot, on days where I was the happiest, on days where I met my soulmate, on days where my business went bankrupt, that every possible life event, every possible inner state, still kneel down and pray, or whatever your practice is. Choose to see the beauty. That's prayer. Take a deep breath into your heart. That's prayer. Sit down and write. In my case, that's prayer. And you don't have to call it prayer, obviously. You don't have to call it God. It doesn't matter. None of this matters. Call it love. Call it your heart. Call it your wisdom. Call it higher self. Call it remembering beauty, seeing beauty. Don't get hung up in the semantics. But do you show up with a wisdom that says, this is not permanent? And then the second thing I learned, which I am still, but I am not only a mind person anymore, but I was. Logic, mind, understanding. And when I learned this other thing, that is, if you have like a low day, if you have like a weird feeling, you don't have to engage in these thoughts. You don't have to engage in like low feelings. Feel them. You feel them. You don't resist, you feel them. But with your mind, you don't have to get engaged. And I was like, what? You don't have to? So that was news to me. So now, on a day like this, I just don't engage my mind. I feel, I write, I alchemize, I move my body, I look at beauty, but I don't ask my mind, what's up? What's going on? What should we do? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And that is the work we want to do. We want to have away, in place, ready to grab it, pull it, execute it when we feel out of sorts, out of place. And so that is a day today. I think. I think that's good for today. So we read again to close. Dear God, what would you have me know today? My love, speak. Your voice will call in who is meant to find you. And for this, your voice needs to be clear and unaltered by frequencies of doubt or frustration. Your sacral is key. Your joy is key. My love, I know you feel you're on the outside and the world doesn't see you for who you truly are. My love, the world does see you. There is a lot happening that will be shown to you only in hindsight. You focus on you, my love. Build yourself as love and see when you do it. Feel it, savor it, love it. Know that this is what you came here for. This is why all of this exists. Yes, you also want to play with all the other things, and you will. But the core, the greatest purpose of all of this is love. And you have become that. The world will follow you. Trust me. Love God. All right, my loves. I'll see you tomorrow.